What the hell? Why is it so dark here? Wayne, what are you doing, mate? Why is so dark?
I have sinned beyond the bounds of infinity and drawn down demons from the stars. I have harnessed the shadows that stride from world to world and sow death and madness.
Are you alright, mate? Do you want a beer?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, let's go get a beer.
Hello and welcome to Bored Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And this is our review
Of Arkham Horror, the card game, Chapter 2?
Chapter 2, which is confusing if you've seen all of Arkham Horror, the card game, LCG, blah, blah, blah. Before that, that's been around for the last 10 years or so.
Yeah.
We'll explain that later.
Yeah, but no need to explain. To hit the subscribe button.
Do that.
Yeah.
You don't need to channel the occult.
No.
You don't need to summon the Great
You don't
Cthulhu.
need to, you can join a cult, a Bored Stupid cult,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
can
not.
do that.
It's a good cult.
Join our cult, not the cult of Cthulhu. Hit subscribe. Join us after the jump.
And yeah, in a second. All right, you joined the cult. You are with the Bored Stupid cult now. I
Best
told
cult.
you, like, yeah, it's the best cult, but
Friendly
yeah,
cult, great benefits.
TNC will arrive later.
Yeah, great.
But Wayne, so you've been an Arkham Horror player of the first, like the first
chapter.
wave,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the you played a lot of it
Yeah.
in the years. You got tons of content.
I've got a
for
big
there.
box of it. Yeah.
So what is Chapter 2?
So, Arkham Horror LCG is a living card game. It came out in 2016, so it's a decade old at this point. And the model was you'd get your base set, which was Night of the Living something or other, but every single month would be releasing like more modules, more scenarios. It's a scenario-based adventure game, which we'll talk about in a bit. And the idea is you keep adding cards to your sets, keep adding more things that can create new encounters, adding new investigators, going on new stories and adventures. But obviously with that came new rules, came new keywords, came more complexity in a game that is already quite complex. And so what Chapter 2 is, Matt, it's basically a soft reset. So everything going forward from the game will be referencing all of the encounter cards from this new set. This new set also has 4 new investigators that you can go and play with, and you can take those investigators and play them in your old sets as well.
That's great.
So this is basically a new launch pad for those that have been, okay, if you are too scared to get into Arkham Horror LCG, which I think you mentioned to me, thinking,
Yes,
there
we'll
is so
talk about it.
blooming much of it, where do I begin? Actually, now is a great time because there's this new set that's come out. So there's your context for what this product is.
Perfect. My second question will be, so is it the same game or is anything different?
It is exactly the same game. This is Arkham Horror, the living card game. The same framework still exists in this game. You're still doing the same things, typically on a turn. The things that are changing, the things that are unique, are the new scenarios. There's an entirely new storyline in this box of 3 new scenarios. And the investigators have unique powers with a unique skill set as well. So it has been updated.
So basically, now I buy this, I play with these new cards and everything, and all the old stuff I can chuck into the bin.
No, you can keep it. You can keep it if you really want, because you can use the new investigators of the old set to give you a different challenge as well, and you can use the old sets with this in some way as well. There is cross-compatibility. Do check out exactly what is compatible. There is a bunch of information on the website about what you can and can't use together, but this is about the best way that they could have done a new launch. So from my understanding.
That's great. So yeah, those were my question in terms of, like, I think a lot of people would have this kind of question.
But
and it makes sense because I'll tell you a little story
Yeah,
myself about Arkham Horror. Arkham Horror is a game that I know. I did touch in the past, but never going close at all because it's always been, I looked at it and just like, where do I start? There are a million expansion, a million of blister boxes with campaigns, and then you need the character, and then you need this and that. And you just like, where, how? It's the same problems, for example, with Marvel Champions.
Yes.
This kind of like the living card games. If you don't know exactly where to start. Like in Marvel Champions, at least you know, like, this is the core box, buy this and off you go. The older one for Arkham Horror is like 10 years old. It will basically
dozens of
impossible
things.
to find. And there was like, and then you just find blisters and blisters and expansion and stuff. They just like, I can't get close to it because there is a barrier of too much stuff.
An accessibility barrier, for sure.
Instead of having like, oh, there is an accessibility problem because I can't find it. No, there is just too much that just puts me off.
Exactly.
So when we heard that the this would have been, as you say, the soft reset, I was really happy because we managed to sit down, because we said it for years, like, oh, we should sit down and play Arkham Horror. And this was actually the perfect time as well for me to actually enjoy the game and sitting down and having our first campaign, because it is a campaign game.
It certainly is.
That's quite weird, I have to say.
Okay.
With all the type of campaign. So if you're a board gamer, a campaign game will be Gloomhaven, it could be Aridia, it could be whatever dungeon crawly or adventure game that you got. Well, this one is very different because you get one character that will have his own deck of cards. You play the campaign, you upgrade your character, your deck of the character throughout the campaign, but then you can replay the same campaign with another character or with the character that you upgraded. You can go and play another
do a prestige
adventure.
run, or do a new adventure. Exactly, that's exactly what you can do. So this game has all of the hallmarks of a big RPG style dungeon crawling game, but it's a card game.
And that's fantastic.
It is. It is fantastic. But it is a card game. It is a cooperative adventure game. And you can see the influence that this game has had on other games that have come out since 2016. This is very much a hallmark game when it came out. And it has done a lot for adventure games in general, in terms of card use and things like that. So let's talk about what the game is, Matt, I suppose, and how we actually...
Yeah, let's have a quick, because a lot of people know what the game is. And
just in brief.
If you know what the game is, skip 20 seconds, otherwise
stay with us for a little
20
bit.
seconds to explain you what you're doing during the game.
So very, very simply, it is a cooperative game where you're trying to tackle the various scenarios which will have different objectives. You need to achieve whatever the objectives of the scenario are before time runs out. Time in this case is typically going to be Doom tokens, which are going to be added to these cards in numerous ways, or to lots of other cards. If there's too much Doom, then time is going to tick on. Bad things are going to happen to you. You have to deal with lots of different challenges. In between all of that, you're going to be using your actions to explore different places, fight monsters, get clues, and clues are the main way that you're going to win the scenario, by spending clues to advance the acts of each game.
Because at the end of the day, you are kind of like an occult investigator.
Exactly, or you could be just a random person just caught up in it, or you could be a police detective. You are one of these folks in Lovecraft's great mythos.
It's Lovecraft.
The Lovecraft mythos.
Literally everything.
Everything of that. It's fantastic, and you need to be going through the story, and there is plenty of story to discover as well. Loads of text to read out as well. It's old school in that way, and there's no app, there's nothing like that. You read little paragraphs.
But that is the beauty. So when we were playing the campaign, the campaign that is in the box is it starts quite gentle-ish, because the game is hard. It's very punishing,
freaking hard.
But the first campaign, at least the first episode, starts quite more gentle to kind of like introduce you into the game. So it doesn't throw you in the mouth of an horrific monster from the first turn of the first play. Kind of like gives you some flavor. Introduce a few things in the first few rounds, and then it goes hard.
And then it goes hard.
But it's super cool how you get this RPG experience, because you got your card, you got your character, you got action points that you need to spend during the game, and you will spend those action to move from location to location, to fight monster, or to get cards down on your
to play cards
on
in
your
your
play area, getting resources will play for the cards. And the cool things that I really loved is each character is deeply different from
Very
each other.
asymmetric.
So
Very
you got that RPG feelings that if you're playing a survival style or a detective style or a fighter style, the way you play the game is completely different from another player.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, you want to integrate what you can do with the other player, because it's such a difficult game that if you don't collaborate with the other players, you could.
You're cooked. You are completely cooked. And that RPG experience expresses itself really interestingly. During the scenario, you're going to be getting various experience points that you can spend. And the way that works is you are going to be swapping out cards from your deck with newer, more powerful cards, probably.
There are in the box.
That are in the box.
Yeah.
Separate cards that you can buy. And the cards that you buy are going to be restricted based on the character archetype that you have. For example, Joe Diamond here will specifically have certain sets of cards that you can buy, which Isabelle won't have access to at all. And
because she
vice
likes
versa.
shooting, he likes looking
Finding
for
things.
clues.
Finding clues, exactly.
Yeah, she goes gun
Bang, bang,
blazing.
bang, bang, bang. Exactly.
The other cool things about the campaign itself, the campaign will just like, it's a fail forward. So
Yes.
if you lose the game, you still go into the next
go to the next
chapter.
scenario anyway.
And the game remembers
Yes,
what have you done before. And at the end of the campaign, the campaign is going to end differently depending on what you've done during the campaign. So that is one of the reasons why you say like, all right, it's just one campaign, 3 scenarios. Why do I want to play it again? Because you're very much gonna fail.
You're gonna fail, and that's okay, because you can have fun with that.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
accept it and then start again. And what the great thing about this box is, Matt, is there's 5 investigators in here.
Yeah.
So you can play the same campaign with different investigators to have a different experience too.
I would say take a break and then we'll talk about the production itself
Let's
of the
do it.
game, because
Yeah.
it kind of deserves a little bit of a focus.
Yeah, let's do that.
So production-wise, when you have the original,
Yes.
let's call it now Chapter 1,
Chapter 1,
the core box. As far as I know, this is quite better than that one in terms of at least what's inside the box. Component, yes, as well, because there are some components we'll talk about in a second. But let's talk about it first of all about the card themselves, the characters.
Yeah, as a product, I think this is a really, it is certainly a decent product in terms of its production. You get, again, 5 characters in the box, you get 3 scenarios in the campaign, you get all of the tokens that you see in the map. Will do some nice B-roll of as well. This is all similar stuff that you would have found in Chapter 1, but Chapter 1 was a much smaller box. You only got 2 investigators.
Yeah.
You still only got 3 scenarios. This is going to be giving you slightly more value as well. Better than that, you get a much better box with a better insert as well. You take a look at that, put it down there. Well, like different dividers in here as well.
You got all the dividers.
Very nice.
One thing that's very different from the original game is the fact that now they have included the directional token. So this will help you on the board, indicating what a location is connected to another location. In the original game, this was not present. It would have been something that people would have bought from third parties.
Yeah.
The fact that they just these are the things I like to see, when you just like, it's a small improvement from it doesn't cost much, but they thought about it and they did
It's a nice user experience.
Yes,
which is much,
exactly.
much better. Absolutely.
You got your bag with your token. We'll talk about this bag in a minute when we go in the final thoughts. But the rule book I find
Let's talk about that.
as you knew the rules, so for you was more like a refreshment.
A refreshment, yeah.
For me, reading it, I don't think it's the best rule book ever written, but it's a solid like 8 out of 10 in terms of like what you got.
There's a nice index in here at least, so it's easy to find for the most part.
But probably the problem comes that the game is complex. The game's got the rules are simple, but the rules interaction and the keywords and all that stuff, there is a lot of interaction that sometimes you're gonna be like, this does this, then interact with this, then trigger this, then does that, and I forgot where I started. That is part of the game, but we'll discuss it. The very cool things for a first starter play that I found is that you will have a couple of pages for each one of the character, each one of the archetype. It's going to explain you what those archetypes represent, but not just in a lore. You know, there's a lot of times they're just like, she's a survivor, she's been through a rough. And now there is a little bit of that.
There's a little bit.
The very cool things is like it gives you some tips on how you should play that type of archetype.
So literally a strategy guide.
And then how to build your deck after. Because as you say, when you buy cards, there are another set of cards in the box. That there are the cards that you can add and swap with the one in your deck, and you can basically tells you like, for this character, probably it's best to start in this way or the other. Then of course more experienced player can go and change it all and making their own things. And the other cool things is of course you got the index with all the starting deck cards, so if you need to reset, it's like super easy to do. So overall production, the artwork and stuff is super cool.
I like it, man. I think I've heard some people complaining about the artwork. I think the artwork is awesome. I mean, it's
what's more,
it's great.
What is more like Arkham, the like Cthulhu than
it's
these?
cool.
Just
I think
like,
it's cool, mate. I've got no issues with the artwork. I think it's cool. I mean, some people thought the other set was better, but it's art, mate. It's subjective.
But that is it's
art,
the same things that like every time when the card games comes out, it's just like I think it's super cool. It's very thematic. I like the style. The other things in the box, of course, is going to be the campaign
scenario guide, the campaign guide.
It's going to explain you very quickly and very easy how you need to set up. You got all the setup rules. You got all the index stuff that you need to read out. This is the new monster, because it's never been introduced before. Actually.
Yeah, there's new monsters. There's an entirely new encounter
this
deck
kind
as well.
of like Vecna
type thing.
wooden Vecna with whatever.
So you have this like set encounter deck as well, which is I think it's full of great, interesting encounters, and all of the future expansions are going to draw from the new encounter set that we have right here.
So I think like, is it worth your money if you're a new player? Is it worth your money if you're a returning player? Let's find out. Okay, Wayne, so we said like you are a returning player, you're returning to the Arkham Horror world, and blah blah blah, super cool, you're excited and all that stuff.
All that.
But is this for a returning player a good purchase? We know that the game sits around the £50 mark. It's going to be $60, whatever dollars.
Quite a lot for a card game, I think. Yeah.
It is. There is a lot of components inside, not just the token, the bags. There is a lot of cards. There's a very good insert, all the divider. Yeah. It's not cheap. I'm not saying that it's cheap,
but there's a lot of stuff.
I saw worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I saw better as well. Yeah. But do you think that? But let's put the price aside for a second. Is this something as a returning player that people should buy? I already got everything Arkham Horror. Is this worth my money?
If this is your lifestyle game, I think the answer is yes. Purely because this is a soft reset. And if this is your lifestyle game and you like playing Arkham Horror, know that all of the future expansions are going to draw from this set. And it's all going to be built with this set in mind. This is the new evergreen stuff with the evergreen investigators. This is the stuff that it's going to be drawn from. So if you're a returning player or an existing player, I think this is you have to really. I think this is part and parcel of that release schedule. If you've taken a little break from it and you've got loads of Arkham Horror that you bought and you haven't played yet, honestly, this isn't necessary. It is the same game. If you've got loads of Arkham Horror Chapter 1 that you haven't explored, I mean,
you might wait a little bit to get.
You don't need this. This is not essential straight away. But if you are a concurrent player, yes. If you play a little bit of Arkham Horror here and there, I'd be on the fence, honestly, because which we will talk about in a minute because of the complexity of the game. Anyway, but as a new player, Matt, what do you think? Is this worthwhile for £50?
So for me, that I kind of like waited for this moment to kind of like jump into the game. This is worth it.
Okay.
It's more on the expensive side, yes. But again, as you say, this is going to be the foundation of what is going to come after. So it's going to be the foundation of where I'm going to spend more money on. Basically.
There you go.
But no, the game itself, the production itself is really cool. The game is really cool. I really liked it.
This is a you game all day
This
long.
is a very much a me game,
all
and
day long.
I really enjoyed it, and I was super excited to play more, and I want to play more,
We will.
and I love the fact that now I got a say foundation where I can
baseline,
where I can start, because I always been very very scared about so where do I start? Do I need to buy already like a million things that I don't really know what they are? Like when you need to buy the single investigator, the single character deck, so which one should I take? And it's not a competitive game that you check
it's
the
a
meta.
cooperative game.
It's just like, what if I then don't like it? So should I buy all of them? Should I? Instead, this in the box, it gives you 5 archetypes, different archetypes, so you can try different character. Then you can either upgrade, or when a new character, new expansion's coming out, you say, oh, I do really like that type of character. I'm gonna buy this one, so I got more cards to add to the pool, and so on. The campaign itself, it gives you that D&D feeling that you like into an RPG, because it's just like you're going around. Sometimes it's gonna be literally punching demons around the rooms, and sometimes it's gonna be going around the city trying to find clues about this or that cult, and it's
shaking down like corrupt cops and all sorts of stuff.
I think it's so cool in so many ways. Now, saying that, I say this is a me game, and I do like it. It's a challenging, it's hard. You're gonna lose more time than you're gonna win. Is it for everyone?
No, absolutely not. And the reason there is, I think we briefly mentioned it, is the complexity of this game. This is, without doubt, to the end of the spectrum. I don't know if we put it up now, the complexometer.
Oh,
it's an expert
game.
Game all day long. This game is chock a block of keywords. And it's going to drive you mad.
This is the streamlined
This
version.
is the streamlined, new launch, soft launch version.
Yes.
And it will drive you insane sometimes. From a Cthulhu perspective, it'll drive you mad. But that is the nature of the game. There is a lot of interactions between different rules, and you will be constantly, for the first couple of scenarios, oh, what does that mean? Oh, he's aloof. Okay, he's a hunter. What does this mean if this means this? It's a revelation effect. This is forced. Does that mean it happens now or later? It's a lot going on.
It's very similar at starting today playing Magic, where you got a million keywords and type of
and stats
creatures and stuff that is so it's complex. You need to know all of them, but you will be referencing the rule book a lot at the start, and then it's gonna become familiars, and the more you play, the more smoother it goes. But you need to play a lot. It's not like you played once and you play after a couple of months. You're gonna be
back to the books. Yeah, exactly. This is not a dip in and dip out game. It's like, if you're gonna get this open, you need to set aside a good couple of hours. Take your time with it, and on that point on time, Matt, no more than 2 players for me. I think this is a 2-player game. People love it as a solo game, and I see why. It is a cooperative game, but I think this is an amazing cooperative 2-player experience.
I think there is another things that I want to touch, but yes, 2-player or 1-player, like a solo but playing 2 characters. The true solo, 1 character going in. I did try it the other night.
Did you get
and I was just like, I can't do anything, because at that point my character wasn't set up to be a solo. And I was just like getting slapped left and right. It's like, this is not fun. Linked to the fact as well, so this is one of the things, so the complexity of the rule, the difficulty and everything. And then one things that you're gonna be fine with it or you're gonna hate it.
The Chaos Bag. The Chaos Bag is the game's way of showing you that Cthulhu doesn't care about you and doesn't care about your family either. Whenever you do a test in this game, you can put like a bunch of different cards towards that test. You can have a bunch of different abilities that boost you for a certain test. It could be fighting, could be looking for clues, could be any number of things. But you do still have to pull a token from that bag. And that's the thing that might get you. And there could be a minus, what's that one?
A -4.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So my fighting ability is 5. I've put +1 to it. That's 6. The monster's only a 3.
Yeah.
I must do it. No, I pull a -4.
Yeah.
Or I pull the auto fail.
Yeah.
There is an auto fail in there as well.
It's worse than a dice. So in an RPG, you will at that point to do those skill check, you will roll a dice and you got it there. You can mitigate the rolling of the dice, like committing like skills or cards to augment your threshold. That is like you can be like, oh, I'm so good because it's an automatic pass.
Yeah.
With the bag, no, because you will have
There is an auto fail.
The auto fail, and each one of the scenario that you're gonna play, depending on the difficulty you're gonna play, you're gonna add more or less of this very bad token, making the game really hard.
And the token effects will be different for each scenario as
because
well.
there are different type of
different
of
symbols
tokens.
and stuff, yeah.
The other things is that you always re-put all the token that you use inside the bag. So I do a skill check, automatic fail. All right, well, I'll do another one. No, you put in the automatic fail back, and then you go back and say, oops, it's another automatic fail.
Has happened.
That is part of the game. You need to be aware of that because I know it can put off a lot of people. But it's the version of rolling a natural one in D&D, basically.
Exactly. This, again, it is a fail-forward adventure game that it's not crucial to win. You are cooperating on the adventure.
You need to get in that
you go
mechanics.
Through the adventure.
Exactly.
You try your best, but sometimes the game will kill you, and because it's Cthulhu. That's the nature of the experience of Lovecraftian games.
That's Lovecraft.
That's Lovecraft. Exactly. It's brutal. Let's take a little break, Matt, and then we'll come up with some final thoughts. Matt, like in many corners of the internet, there is a dark, deep corner of the internet for this game, for Arkham Horror.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Because it is such a deep game. Of course there is. And there is lots of talk about, different card abilities, how powerful each card is, how powerful each deck is. And when you get expansions, what's the meta for this deck? What's the meta for that deck? Now, for me, I'm going to need you, Bored Stupid fam, to let me know in the comments why that matters in a cooperative adventure game. Because as I've just said, this is a game that you should play through, and for me, it's a thematic experience. Yeah. It's a fully thematic experience. I'm not competing with you. I'm not going to go to a tournament and competitively play Arkham Horror. So why does cards feeling underpowered or the meta of a certain deck matter? I suppose for some players they like to try and break the game or try to get really hyper tune their decks in a certain way. I can appreciate that. But the reason I'm saying that is the game gives you scope to do that. If you really want to do that, you can hyper tune your deck. I don't see the point.
If you got the time for doing something like that, lucky you.
Sure. But this is a cooperative experience, mate. But in my final thoughts of this game, I've always been a fan of Arkham Horror, which is quite unusual for me because I'm, as you know, of the two of us, I'm less the adventure game.
Yeah.
And in fact, these days, it's quite interesting because my tastes have changed quite a lot in the last 10 years. Coming back to it, it does feel sticky still. It feels almost stickier. So the setup, trying to get the thing done.
It's a long setup. There's a long...
a lot of talking, a lot of checking the rules.
It's on that is old school.
It is old school.
And that's what I like.
Exactly.
And that's what I liked about him. It gave me the that difficult adventure game, a little bit of dungeon crawler, but with this deck is like playing Magic and playing playing Oxford and at the same time Gloomhaven at the same time in an IP that is iconic and is super cool because when you go around playing demons, but yes, I don't think that is for everybody, but it is for a lot of people, and especially this version. I think this is if you are curious about the game. It's a little bit of an investment. I'm sure you'll be able to resell the game if you're not.
Yeah.
If after a couple of games you're not. But it's super interesting. It's a game that has been in the top 100 for the last 10 years, basically. There is very much a reason why I would have. Oh yeah, I'll spend my money on this. I have to say it.
I'm really glad that you've enjoyed the experience of getting into it, because I think we'll play it again very soon, as a matter of fact. But it is a deeply, deeply thematic card game. For me, one of the best, one of the most complex, one of the most interesting cooperative experiences you can buy as an adventure game. If you like the idea of big adventure RPG dungeon crawlers, but you don't have the table space, you could probably still play this, and you can get away with that.
And you can get a campaign is normally three, four scenarios. That means that each scenario will take you an hour and a half, a couple of hours.
It's a good evening.
But you can have, like, I don't know, a gaming day, and you can finish an entire campaign and be happy about it, and wait for the next one coming out in God knows when. Or you can play again the same campaign with different character in a few months where you kind of like forgot about what it was. Or you can start buying the old expansion and then mix and match. I think it's just a fantastic game. I just like it's going up for me in the definitely my top 50, top 40.
Okay, straight away it's gone straight in with that.
Like, I fell in love with this game quite a lot, and I'm really happy about it. It's a co-op card game. It's iconic. And it's punishing.
Yeah, it's punishing. With that said, what isn't punishing is if you let us know in the comments below. Don't punish us. Be kind in the comments. Be kind to everybody. Let us know. Have you pre-ordered? Have you got this this second chapter of Arkham Horror?
Are you thinking about buying it? Maybe?
Exactly.
If you got any question, leave it down below, and I'm sure that we can find the answer.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Wayne will definitely find the answer.
I'll try my best. Other than that, then if you'd like to, again, join the cult. Hit the Patreon.
Even more in the cult with the Patreon.
Absolutely, that's deep cult.
Why they should join the cult? Wayne?
That's a great question. Other than the benefits, and the benefits are many. We have our exclusive content on the Patreon page, including a monthly video podcast with me and Matt, where we go off script. We've got a monthly blog post written by yours truly. We have all of the exclusive interviews from the shows that we go to with different designers and publishers are on there as well. But even better than that, Matt, you get also,
the monthly giveaway. There is a giveaway every month that we do, and you can win a game every month. This is just for the Patreon. And on top of that, you can join this fantastic community that is going around us, and love you all, guys. And yes, there is a WhatsApp chat that now we use to kind of like keep in contact daily. We are arranging like live
Patreon only meetups as well.
Yes,
which is really
a lot of things. It's just a fantastic place, and thank you all, guys, that you already Patreon. We love you so much. But yeah, and if you're thinking about, just click the link and have a look at what's in there.
It's interesting.
Otherwise, you can still join the cult by clicking the subscribe button.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Click that and Cthulhu might not get you.
Might not.
Check out the rest of our videos, and we're going to see you in the next one. Ciao.
Game reviews for you and me. What's to be? Here's what you should play and see.